When you love someone, you do not love them all the time in exactly the same way from moment to moment. It is an impossibility. It is even a lie to pretend to. And yet this is exactly what most of us demand. We have so little faith in the ebb and flow of life, of love, of relationships. We leap at the flow of the tide and resist in terror its ebb. We are afraid it will never return. We insist on permanency, on duration, on continuity when the only continuity possible in life as in love is in growth, in fluidity, in freedom, in the sense that the dancers are free, barely touching as they pass, but partners in the same pattern. The only real security is not in owning or possessing, not in demanding or expecting, not in hoping even. Security in a relationship lies neither in looking back to what was in nostalgia, nor forward to what might be in dread or anticipation, but living in the present relationship and accepting it as it is now. Relationships must be like islands. One must accept them for what they are here and now within their limits. Islands, surrounded and interrupted by the sea, and continually visited and abandoned by the tides.
Excerpt from the film Frida. I don't believe in marriage. Let me be clear about that. I think at worst it is a hostile political act, a way for small-minded men to keep their women in the house and out of the way, wrapped in the guise of conservative religious nonsense. At best, it is a happy delusion. It is two people who really love each other, who have no idea how truly miserable they're about to make each other. But when two people know that, and they decide with eyes wide open to face each other and get married anyway, I don't think it's conservative or delusional. I think it's radical and courageous and very romantic.
Excerpt from the novel The Last Good Time by Richard Bauch. There was a lovely time long ago, too private to tell anyone or too ordinary. It had nothing to do with anything really. It was almost embarrassingly humble. One December night, unable to sleep, he had glanced out the bedroom window to discover that it had snowed. He woke his wife and made her come to the window, and the surprise of it delighted her as it delighted him. They dressed and bundled the baby up and took a walk and watched the dawn arrive, and when they returned to the house, he took the day off. They played with the baby, cooked dinner, and baked bread. They listened to the baby playing in his playpen, and they talked idly about anything that came to their minds, and that evening, late, they lay whispering to each other about what a beautiful day it had been. He thought about all this on his way down to the grocery store. The memory of it came through him like a breath, and then he was savoring it, basking in its warmth. And he thought that this is what love really meant, this very ordinary memory. That love was easy and plentiful as grass, and as still as